The keynote lecture was presented by Dr. Shizuo Akira, who is an internationally respected authority in the field of immunology. ICNIM2012 drew the attention of many participants. On July 21st and 22nd, 2012, the 20th ICNIM was held in Sapporo. There were 370 participants from 20 countries, and many reports on advanced research were presented.
I 私どもこの会におけるいろんなエビデンスを提出し、また北海道におけるバイオ産業の推移といったものを説明したところ、そのヘルスクレームをつけてもいいんじゃないかといったところまで、ようやくたどり着くことができました。
ICNIM2012 is supported by METI Hokkaido. The event showcased ongoing global research on functional foods and complementary and alternative medicines. This year, 21 studies were presented. These studies focused on advanced research reports, mainly dealing in AHCC and oligonol. As there were participants from 20 countries, the presentations were simultaneously interpreted in 4 languages.
We studied was a particular cell called a natural killer cell, and that's a cell that's very important in trying to fight flu infection early on. What our study showed was that the animals who took AHCC seemed to have improved natural killer cell function and seemed to have improved ability of these NK cells to kill the flu so that they didn't get as sick to influenza infection in our model.
That will have a very significant impact on prevention of heart attack and stroke in diabetic patient. We know that right now we have like 170 million diabetic patient, and in just 30 years that number will be around 300 million patients, so it will be double. And the first cause of death in diabetic patient are heart attack and stroke. So my research will show that AHCC can prevent heart attack and stroke in diabetic patient, which is a large number of population.
Products from Amino Chemicals Company Limited are researched globally. As such, more evidences are compiled every year, making the product increasingly valued around the world.
It's very important, mainly interesting in patients in other countries that this is new modality, very new and very special modality, which used in few countries in the world, mainly 5 in Europe, Austria, Australia, and so on. That's it. It's it's a new branch to oncologic therapy, and when we connect this radioisotope and AHCC, I think the results will be much better.
The poster session also attracted many participants. In total, there were 31 poster presentations. Many people gathered to ask questions to the researchers.
What we did find was that even with these very advanced cancers, it looked like the HPV was decreased in the mice that got AHCC with cisplatin. So it wasn't completely eradicated or taken away as in the early prevention study that I discussed earlier, but we did see a suppression or less amount of HPV. And that's the findings in a nutshell.
At the end of the first day, a reception was held. This was an opportunity for participants from various fields to communicate and share their opinions on a variety of issues.
Mr. Masayama, myself, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Also, an award ceremony was held. The Best Research Award was given by METI Hokkaido, while the Young Investigator Award and Best Poster Award were given by AHCC Research Association. After the presentations on the second day, a general discussion was held. This year, a panel discussion on the topic of regulations for dietary supplements in a global marketplace was held. Regulations and health claim procedures are different in each country, but issues of global standards in health claims and product quality were discussed.
Was the use of nutritional support using AHCC, which is a food supplement, and we looked at the use of beta-glucan, which is another yeast-derived food supplement, both of which may have an ability to improve the way that our immune system works. And what we looked at was a group of patients who had cancer. Some of them had prostate cancer, some of them had colorectal or bowel cancer, and we were interested to see whether we could improve one particular marker of immune function called natural killer cell activity. And what we know is potentially natural killer cell activity is important in those cancer patients. And from the small group that we studied, we saw a small increase in the natural killer cell activity. Now what we need to do as a next stage is to see whether by improving that level will lead to an improvement in how that person does with their cancer diagnosis. So that's for the future, but for now it looks like a very interesting supplement.
Maybe the reason why AHCC works both on people who have an underactive immune system, as in the case of somebody who's susceptible to influenza or a cold or coryza or some other infection, is because it stimulates the immune system at the level of where the immune system resides, which is in the gut, about 70 to 80% of the immune system.
This was the 20th anniversary of ICNIM. True to its mission, Amino Up Chemical will continue to improve research on functional foods.
1995年6月18日、記念すべき第1回目の AHCC 研究会が行われました。参加者は27名。ホテルの会議室を使ったとても小規模なものでした。基礎、臨床、合わせて10台の研究報告が行われました。第6回目を迎えた1998年、参加者は170名にまで増え、初めて海外からの研究報告も行われました。この年からアメリカ・カリフォルニア大学のグループが参加。以降毎年研究報告が行われています。2001年の9回目から基調講演が始まりました。この年の参加者は299名。23台の発表がありました。 AHCC 研究会。参加者は331名を数えるまでに成長しました。そしてこの年、AHCC 研究会会員である関西医科大学神山先生のグループが AHCC に関する人臨床研究の論文を発表し、著名な学術誌ジャーナル・オブ・ヘパトロジーに掲載され、大きな反響を呼びました。翌2003年にはこれまでの研究成果をまとめ、健康食品としては初めての医学書 AHCC の基礎と臨床がライフサイエンス社から出版されました。2005年第13回目の研究会には327名が参加。この年、大阪大学医学部に補完代替医療、統合医療の臨床研究を専門とした生体機能補完医学講座が開設。現在も継続的に臨床試験が行われており、統合医療の可能性を求めてエビデンスを蓄積しています。翌2006年からはテキサス大学の MD アンダーソンがんセンターのグループが参加。以降毎年研究報告が行われています。研究会は15回目を迎え、経済産業省北海道経済産業局の講演の下で行われるようになり、社会的にも意義のある会として成長してきました。また演題数の増加に伴いポスターセッションが始まりました。1月にはアスペンアメリカ静脈経腸栄養学会にて AHCC の研究報告を行った研究会会員の関西医科大学松井康介先生が学会賞を受賞しています。2009年に行われた17回目の研究会から若手研究者の研究奨励を目的に表彰制度が導入され、それぞれの研究者に贈られました。2010年からは AHCC 研究会国際研究報告会から統合医療機能性食品国際会議と名称を変更し、統合医療における機能性食品の利用に関する国際的なシンポジウムとして開催されています。そして今年20回目を迎え、20カ国から360名を超える皆さんにご参加いただきました。27名からスタートしたこの会も、今では世界中にネットワークを持つ国際シンポジウムへと成長してきました。これからもさらなる努力を続け、統合医療における機能性食品の未来を切り開いていきます。